Yeah, see this right here, I don't know why Ford will implement that in the new S650 Mustang, especially the Mustang GTs. Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Thank you for tuning into another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the interior of the all-new S650 Mustang. And one thing that I'm seeing based on these leak spy shots that Mustang owners won't like, I myself don't like that we're going to have this feature in the S650 Mustang. If you haven't been following the news on the S650 Mustang, well, there were a few spy shots leaked of the interior of the all-new S650 Mustang. We have done an in-depth analysis of those interior spy shots of the S650 Mustang on my channel. I will leave the link in the description if you do want to check out that video. Now, even though that there's only few spy shots that were actually leaked, surprisingly, we can extract a lot of interior features and information from those spy shots, such as there is going to be obviously a drive mode selection. We've got a all-new digital gauge setup that's completely different from the one that I have on my 2019 Mustang GT. We're going to get the active exhaust back, and overall just a lot more driver-focused interior cabin. As you can see, the center console is tilted towards the driver, kind of like what you've been used to seeing in the performance-oriented cars. I will hold my judgment until I see the interior in person, but it seems like Ford isn't really going to up the quality of the materials used, as I do see a lot of hard plastic based on the interior shots of the S650 Mustang. This could be just a base model, which would be excusable if they have a lot of hard plastic, but we're kind of expecting Ford to kick it up a notch and make the interior a little bit more premium than what we're used to in these S550 Mustangs. Now, as I was doing my in-depth analysis of this new interior based on these spy shots, I noticed something that I'm not a huge fan of, and I'm sure most of you Mustang enthusiasts share the same sentiment, and that is the auto start-stop feature. Yep, that is right. Based on these shots, it looks like Ford will add the auto start-stop feature for all the new S650 Mustang. We see it in the digital dash right here, but also if you move over to the center console, you can see the button for the auto start-stop, which can be used to toggle in and out. I think that will be a deciding factor in how Ford implements this feature really, because if you don't know what auto start-stop is, then it's basically technology that when your vehicle is at a red light or in stop and go traffic, it would turn off the engine, and as soon as you let your foot off the brake, it turns back on. It's pretty seamless. You don't really notice it as much, but I get why Ford wants to do it to help out the fuel economy, especially nowadays with the regulations getting very strict, and obviously the gas prices are climbing up and up. So maybe Ford wants to implement it because of those reasons. But see, the problem is almost all Mustang enthusiasts put exhaust on their car. Like, I don't know any Mustang enthusiast that does not have an aftermarket exhaust in their car. Even nowadays, Ford is selling the active exhaust, which means you probably have the track mode, the sport one, and all of that good stuff. Which means your Mustang is pretty much going to be sounding like this when you're sitting at a red light or just in stop and go traffic. Imagine how annoying that sounds to you and even surrounding drivers. I mean, and now in most vehicles it can be toggled off. As you can see, that may be an option for the S650 Mustang as well, because we can see the button for it on the center console. However, you have to do it every time you start the car, and there's no setting where you can turn it off once and just kind of forget about it, which would get pretty annoying for the new Mustang owners to constantly have to turn it off. So while I'm all for getting the best fuel economy possible with these new generation Mustangs, I really hope Ford plays it smart and gives the option to disable it completely if the owners of the S650 Mustang choose to do so. Because kind of like the exhaust, if you want to switch to track mode, there's no way for us to just leave it in track mode. Every time I get in the car, I have to toggle it to track mode to really get the valves opened up every time. So if I have to do that for auto start stop constantly, it's going to get really annoying. So I hope Ford manages to find a way to give us the setting to disable it, so people who have loud exhaust and they don't care about every bit of fuel economy, they can just use that feature and not have to worry about it and just toggle it completely off. Well guys, that's what I've got for the one feature I absolutely hate in this S650 Mustang interior. I'm sure you probably share these same thoughts as me, but if you want to learn more about the S650 Mustang interior features, make sure to head over to my in-depth analysis of the S650 Mustang interior video, and make sure to like this video and subscribe to Red 50 for more Mustang content.